Hello, I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And we are doing a trailer today for Bridgerton?
Bridgerton, which we are watching. What do you know about Bridgertons?
Nothing. I know what
nothing.
She's told me.
I am a fan of the Bridgerton series, but I have not read the books in books. But I have not read them in a long time. So I've forgotten a lot of the stuff, but I remember like a lot of the plot twists and stuff. My favorite book in the series is The Viscount Who Loved Me. Also, side note, I grew up pronouncing it Viscount because I only read the word and only recently learned that it's pronounced Viscount.
Like years of brazier.
Yeah, right. Since The Viscount Who Loved Me is my favorite one, that's the one I remember the best. I think is the funniest in the series, in my opinion. Yeah, they're like romantic comedy romance novels, but the Bridgertons are a family. So there's like 8 kids. I can't remember how many kids there are, but they are in alphabetical order. So it's Anthony, Benedict, Colin, Daphne, Eloise, Francesca, Gregory, Hyacinth. Is Hyacinth the last one? 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8, I think. Yeah, so yeah.
That's one easy way to remember.
Yes. I am really excited for this because I am a fan, and I chose not to reread the books before watching the series because I really want to enjoy the series on its own. I don't mind if they've changed some things because that's just going to happen in an adaptation, especially something like this that is romance novels where it's like centered on one story each book, and they're going to have to like integrate these for a series somehow. So I don't know if they're going to get to the couple who is in The Viscount Who Loved Me. I don't want to spoil you, so I'm trying not to say specifically. I don't know if they're only going to focus on the first book couple or how they're going to do it, but I'm really excited.
Plus, I feel like in general for things that are adaptations from books, I usually prefer to watch the movie first and then read the book because in terms of disappointments, I feel like you're less judgy of the if you watch the movie first and then read the book of being like, oh, that's a good change or an interesting change or whatever. But if you do it the other way around, like books obviously are always just more fleshed out, so they're usually better.
Yeah.
Then you're just more like, oh, well, that part of the book was better. You know?
Yeah, I don't really want to be comparing it.
Yeah, I prefer
while watching it
to watch something and then read it.
I'm really looking forward to the sets and the costumes because it is historical. Other things I hope to see: Kick-Ass Lady Danbury, Pall Mall, and Smith musical. Smith. The Smiths are spelled differently, but I think it might be pronounced Smith musical.
I guess we'll find out. Speaking of pronunciation, something. Also, I'm kind of just happy for us to include something that's more of a comedy because a lot of the things we watch are more dramas.
I think this is going to be more of a drama,
but,
to be honest.
But if it's not if it's like a drama comedy kind of thing, like I'm happy for something that might be a little bit like more fun. Not that the other things are fun, a little more light, I guess.
Because I have seen the teaser, and I mean the teaser's really short, and you know there's barely any talking. It's just like dramatic music. This is the tone. The tone felt more like a drama, but
of course
I don't know. I am a fan, and I am really excited, and I can't wait to see the trailer. Ready, set, go.
All is fair in love and war.
Miss Daphne Bridgerton.
You have no idea what it is to have one's entire life reduced to a single moment.
Look at those costumes.
The time has come for the social season.
Tighter! She to breathe, Mama.
Daphne doesn't really look like the way I expected, but that's cool.
Whistledown.
Pretty.
You do not know me, but I
Lady
know
Whistledown.
you. This is what they have been trained for since
Do you recognize the voice?
Which young ladies might succeed at securing
I don't know.
I'll tell you
Always
afterwards.
amused me, Miss Bridgerton. Ever since I was a schoolboy and you were...
All but 5?
Miss Bridgerton!
Oh, pardon me.
Forgive me. Bassett!
Oh, so Simon.
Old friends. This is my sister.
Awkward.
I would recognize him anywhere.
How is it possible that there has not been a single betrothal yet?
I wish to be entertained.
We find ourselves seated beside each other. I would like to think you're happy about that.
It would be better if you refrained from thinking about me at all. I'm aware of your reputation. I'm anything but interested in you.
And I, anything, interested in you.
Look at Anthony looking at them from across the table.
Must our only options be to squawk and settle or to never leave the nest? What if I want to fly?
Oh. Is that one of the
Whistledown has all
Featheringtons?
but declared me ineligible.
Whistledown.
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 If I'm unable to find a husband,
I shall be ruined.
Perhaps there is an answer. We could pretend to form an attachment.
Hearing like that.
Wow,
Most
that's
enchanting
too.
indeed.
Every presumptuous mother in town will leave me alone, and every suitor will be looking at you. Stare into my eyes. If this is to work, you must appear madly in love.
The Duke truly has put your head in a spin.
Is it awful that I'm enjoying it?
Dear reader, if there is a scandal, I shall uncover it.
It is more than just your honor at stake.
You think that just because I'm a woman, I'm incapable of making my own choices?
There is nothing you cannot do.
No. Yeah, I assume that was the Bridgerton's mother, who is super sweet.
You are a Bridgerton.
Oh, is this not lovely? All of us together again.
Lovely indeed. We should tempt scandal more often.
I think it looks good. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I think that Simon and Daphne have good chemistry.
Right. Yeah, which we were just talking about. Like, yeah, I like that you know, if you focus more on casting, you really just get a good feel for it.
Daphne doesn't look anything like I expected. I think in the book she's dark haired, but I don't mind. I think she looks sweet, and I think, but she's not, so that makes it fun.
Well, for me, I know nothing about the characters,
yeah,
so I have no
right?
preconceived notions on that.
Oh yeah. So Lady Whistledown is Julie Andrews.
Oh,
The voice, the
okay.
narrator. Yeah.
Oh. No, I like how it looks. Yeah, the set looks awesome. The costumes look great. And it looks fun and fantastical, which I guess if you're going to do a period piece, like, commit to it. And it does look really, like, especially since it seems to be mostly rich-ish people.
Oh yeah.
You know, so like the over the top seems appropriate.
Yes. Also, I kind of like that they're going a bit fantastical with it. It's definitely not solidly grounded in historical accuracy, but I don't mind. I think
fun that way.
Yeah, I think so too. And especially for something that is adapted from a romance novel, it's not a very like sedate Jane Austen style. It's like over the top comedy, like romantic comedy kind of thing.
I mean, the thing about romance novels in general is they're over the top. Like, you take this thing and then you just take it 1 to 2 steps further. So I feel like if you are going to adapt a romance novel, like, that commitment is honestly really needed to pull it off, because the thing about doing like really sweet things and stuff like that is if they're not well grounded, then it doesn't work. It's almost like if you try to do something that pertains to a particular culture, and if you don't commit to putting it into that culture, it just kind of falls flat.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're going for like it's the same for like fantasy, I guess, too. Like, if you're doing a fantasy, if you sort of half-ass the setting in a fantasy, like the graphics aren't good or something, then you're just taken out of the world.
I feel like this looks like they had a good budget, because it looks beautiful. I did want to go back real quick because there was a character there who I wanted to look at closer.
I was gonna say, I don't mind us rewatching the whole thing again so we can comment more.
Oh, okay. Going back.
Just because since I don't know anything about it, sort of like the first digest was very rushed.
It's very fast.
Miss Daphne Bridgerton.
You have no idea what it is to have one's entire life reduced to a single moment.
So is that like a lady or a queen or a...
I think...
Because I don't know where they are in, like, social standing. I don't know where the Bridgertons sit.
Their father was a Viscount. So this could be... I guess it could be she's being presented to the queen. I don't remember the book that well. Actually, when we were watching the trailer and they mentioned some stuff, I was like, oh yeah, that happened in there.
It does seem like they're focusing on just one. From what
I think so too. Which I think will be really interesting, because then that means that my favorite couple will be season 2. So hopefully it gets renewed. I like the other couples as well, by the way. I just, my favorite.
Do we know how many episodes it's going to be?
I think it's only 8 episodes. Okay. So it's just like Netflix, which I kind of like.
And then what about the...
She to breathe, Mama.
Hold on a second. Are these Featheringtons then? I think they might be.
You do not know me, but I know you.
No. Yeah, okay, that's the queen. Because that last one, I think, is Lady Danbury. Lady Danbury...
I like her outfit.
...is younger than I expected. Because she is, like, in the books, kind of like the Queen of Thorns. Very, like, acerbic, but nice to people she likes, has a cane and stuff. So I think that's Lady Danbury, but I'm not for certain.
This is what they have been trained for since...
Yeah, I think that is Penelope Featherington.
And who are the Featheringtons?
So they are like... They're so Penelope's friends with the Bridgerton. She's like the nicest one. Think of the stepsisters on Cinderella in their over the top like attention dresses and stuff like that, and the mom's always pushing them to like get married and climb up a social ladder, but their dresses are usually like hideous. Like Penelope gets written up and Lady Whistledown all the time for her hideous dresses, but she can't change it because her mom picks it out. So it's like the most like they call her like fruit names and stuff like that. But
what's funny is I think the garish outfits look awesome so far. I was like, I would wear that. Rock it. That's how I feel when I've seen him.
Duke. I would recognize him anywhere.
Is he a very eligible bachelor?
Yes. There's like not many dukes to begin with.
I'm anything but interested in you.
And I, anything but interested in you.
So obviously they're the main leads.
Yeah.
And then are these like the second leads?
So that's Penelope. So that must be Eloise. I think Penelope and Eloise are friends.
Okay. So, and Eloise is a Bridgerton?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, look at her dress. Yeah.
I like her dress.
Yeah. I love Penelope.
Lady Whistledown has all but declared me ineligible.
Whistledown?
Whistledown.
Whistledown.
It's like Gossip Girl meets Jane Austen.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it awful that I'm enjoying it?
No, it's not, because you two are cute. I'm excited already.
You are a Bridgerton.
I kind of love how magical it feels, too. I'm probably because it's close to Christmas, but I'm just like so hyped. Yeah, if anybody else is fans of the Bridgerton, please put down what your favorite book is.
Yeah, once we watch it, I'll have to read the book. And then also, what is your opinion? Do you prefer if you like read something before we watch it?
Yeah.
Because like I don't mind reading it. But I just think in terms of enjoyment, you get more enjoyment of watching shows before reading the original content.
Yeah, for most ones. Yeah, so do you think Lofi should read the books?
Before or wait till
we're really close to it, so you'd have to read fast, which is fine. I think we read fast.
Yeah, we do.
Or do you think that she should watch the show first?
And I also withhold the right to disregard your opinion. I'm just going to be honest here. If everybody says read it, I might still wait just because I know what I enjoy. But if you say read it and like there's good reasons for it, then I might.
Well, because if this first season is only the first book, then you'd only have to read the first book.
Yeah.
But like I said, my favorite book is the second book. So.
And also I am really intrigued by other people's stories. I do wonder how much they're going to, because obviously this is the main one, but you do mention that there's focus on other characters later on. So I wonder if they might sprinkle some parts, like early parts from other books into it to set up for the future.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody who looks like Kate, but I definitely saw some Anthony stuff there. I think they would have to, otherwise it would feel really abrupt, the season change. I think the other characters just then become side characters or whatever, Yeah, like you sprinkle it. Either you sort of combine them into one and then they're like the, second leads, or you start their story and then complete in the next one. Which will be very interesting. I don't know, is there any series that's like that? I guess there's stuff like American Horror Story, which completely cuts off each season, right? It's a different story each season. Or... Do you mean like where it's just completely new but still part of the series? Well, it's like, because, when you watch a normal show, usually the main characters are the main characters for the whole thing. Oh. Versus each season there'll be a different focus on a different main character pair. Gotcha. I see it a lot in books, but I don't see it a lot in shows. Yeah, so it'll be really interesting. I think if they do it that way, I think it could work because of the way that Netflix is like the bingeability. And then it's only eight episodes or whatever, and you can tell a complete story in that time. So... I don't know how they're gonna. Once we watch it, we'll know. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was getting from the trailer. Hopefully, they'll do more than one season. Yeah. They better. Dang it! I want my book too. What she's saying is, you need to watch it so that she can get her second book. Yeah, totally. I think that is it for us. We're gonna watch it. I hope you watch it. I hope you watch us watching it. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps out our channel a lot. Yes, with the YouTube algorithm thingy. And we will see you when it starts. Yes. On Christmas Day or near to it. Probably. I won't be posting on Christmas Day probably. Near to it. Bye. Bye.